guys, if you've made it this far, I'm hoping you've already watched the other videos which introduce you to the concepts of group by, data filters, table filters, and sorting of the table. So all of those are really powerful in combination. And the last feature that we have on the ProStats at the moment, and there is some things planned, but the last feature we have is the graphing feature. And it's my personal favourite because I'm a bit of a nerd for the graphs, to be honest. It's the ability to create these graphs here. Now this is a really powerful graphing tool. And of course I'm doing it here for every single course that fits my current parameters, whether that's, well, right now that's 2 data filters, and I'm using a table filter in here as well, so I'm only including the courses that fit this this table filter, and those courses are being filtered by these data filters of RTR rank 1 and greater than or equal to 12. So only runs that fit those two are being included in this query. So from a graphing perspective, the interesting thing here is you'll see that when I hover over this line, it doesn't actually give me that much information. That's because it's quite a big graph. It's got 2,000 data points in this graph, and some of the graphs have a lot more data points than that. And we found that if we provided too much information, it was just a really clunky experience for the user. But what we do have is for smaller graphs is that you actually get a different experience on that graph. And that's not a great graph, to be honest. Let's move to a different one. Okay. So what you can see here is as you hover over the different data points, you get some more information around what that data point was, you know, what the, for instance, that one there, you've got a run P&L, your total P&L, the date of that, etc. And the other thing you can do is you can actually click on it. And when you click on it, it will take you through to that race from that graph. And that's a pretty old one. Let's do another one. So yeah, that's quite an interesting feature of the graphing tool. Other things that you can do with this, let's go to a really good graph here. So it's probably best if I sort by runs to get myself a nice example one. Kempton on the poly track. Chelmsford, probably one of my least favourite tracks, but it's interesting to note that top rated bigger than equal to 12 actually performs pretty decent from an ROI perspective. Anyway, let's click on that one and have a look. Generate a new graph. Was a bit spiky for my liking. But anyway, what you can do with that, you can come down here and you can download that as a JPEG if you want to keep a copy of that picture, or if you want a mobile device, you can send that picture to someone. And the other one is download it as CSV. So download it as CSV will of course download it as a CSV that you can open in Excel and do with what you want. And that is the graphing feature of ProStats. I hope that helps. Cheers.